1, 2, 3, 4.
So here we are again, we're back, and we are going to put those control arms and everything back into the Bentley. The Bentley continues, the CV, axle, everything, it's all going back in. I'm so excited, I'm continuously excited. I know that it's been a journey, but to do it right, it takes a little bit of time, especially when it's like freezing outside, but that's not gonna stop me. Anyways, let's get going. Oh, and please like and subscribe while you're here, and thank you so much for watching. Let's go.
Got to blow off some steam for a blow up. I got to blow off some steam for a blow up. I've been holding it in through the whole work week. Now it's Saturday night and I'm about to blow. So come on now, man, let me play me none of them slow songs. I need food, shooting, bar, burning, hell, raising, get up and go songs. But give me something hot, just give me all you got. Now let's give old Luke Miller a try. Go ahead.
So I just bent it instead of removing it. See, it bent the lip. So here's the predicament. This came out no problem, but it came out with this sleeve. Now you're probably wondering why I don't just buy like a new sleeve. Well, I can't find one anywhere. This is the part, and I mean, I've searched high and low. I've even searched Audi. I don't know why, but someone said that these are not supposed to come out. So I don't want to buy a whole new steering knuckle just for this, so I'm going to keep trying to get it out. But if I have to buy a new steering knuckle just for that, it's going to have to be what I got to do. So we're going to bang it out. Lube it or lose it. Yeah, this is a Christmas miracle. I mean, I don't even know how to explain how great the remote this is. I wholeheartedly expected my day to go deep down south when this little thing came out with the control arm. I got it out. Saved me probably 200 bucks. I couldn't find this part anywhere. It's like a sleeve or a spacer or a bushing. Even Audi catalog, they say the part is not available. So all I'm reading on forums is that you would have to buy a whole new control arm. Some of the control arms that you find on eBay, they don't even have this. Anyways, I got it out, so let's put it back in where it goes. It's so annoying because when your battery dies, if it dies in the middle of filming, you lose all your footage. Did you know that? Yeah, I do. Feeling good. This is one of the most exciting parts of the job. Yesterday was the complete teardown, so I took out the air strut, I took out the upper control arms that are attached to the air strut, I took out the lower control arms, I took out the CV axle, I had to remove the rotor and the brake caliper, which I was hoping I didn't have to, but I just made it work harder for myself by trying not to. Anyways, now I get to line up all my old parts with all my new parts and look at everything and get excited about putting it on. So let's go ahead and start with some of the old parts here. Okay, you've got the old forward control arm, the old rearward control arm. Oh, the new forward control arm is so much lighter. This is like, look at this, is like nothing. This is like, I mean, this is from 2007, so it's like, you know, 18 years old, like me. Just kidding, obviously. I got the brand new rearward lower control arm. My cat. The old sway bar end link. I've got the new sway bar end link. And we've got the new upper control arms, which are going to go on the air strut. So this is the new side. All right, let's set this stuff up. New, old, new, old. New, old, new, old, new, old. The best course of action here is just to have at it. So let's just start putting the pieces back inside. So I also bought new tie rod, or Bentley calls it track rods. I'm just not going to do that yet because I don't want this to continue hanging on that. So I'm going to get everything back together and then I will tackle those tie rods. Okay, so we're not going to torque anything down until we get it into ride height, and that's when we'll torque everything down. So we'll snug it up, but definitely not torquing nothing down. Put that in there. Get that nut. A little nut on the end of it. Oh man, there's so much freedom to move around. One of the most underrated, dangerous things that you can do is if there's like a hole in it and you stick your finger in and you're trying to find where it lines up and then that part moves, it could like cigar chop your finger off. Just a heads up. Get that nut on here. Give me that nut. Give me that nut. The nut. Man, I made up this. I find amazing ways to make myself entertained out here by myself. I made up this. I was laughing so hard. I was trying to get this nut on the end of the bolt, and I was singing, "Give me the nut, give me the nut, give me the nut." I don't even remember what it was. I can't remember, but it was like, it was really good. I need to stop. Let's get this guy in there. Alright. So this guy is going back in there. I have brand new bolts for it. Brand new bolts. And I am going to torque these ones down because it doesn't need to be in right height to be torqued down. It's just the bucket going to the the transmission. Oh Lord. So torque wrenches. I got a new torque wrench. My first torque wrench in life was this bad boy right here, right? This dial one. This one was, I got, my dad had passed away and this was part of his collection. So this is the torque wrench that I would use. I used to watch him like go beat red in the face torquing down stuff on his car. And then the second torque wrench that I got was the clickety-clack kind. I love the clickety-clack. It's so easy, You got foot-pounds on one side, you got newton-meters on the other side, unscrew it, twist it, and it clicks. Like, you can't go wrong with this. I wish it was a little bit longer. I treated myself to a new torque wrench that I've always wanted, a digital torque wrench. I got this on Amazon. It had really good reviews. The brand is Anpus, I don't know. Can you kind of see that there? Probably not. Anyways, it's cool. It kind of beeps and vibrates when it's getting close, and then it like goes beep 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 when you're torqued up. The only complaint that I have about it is it takes forever to set up. It's like you have to press one button and then a memory thing. Like, I wanted something where I could just be like 120 newton meters, whatever, 120, enter, and it's ready to go. So it does take a little bit of time. It's not like the most intuitive. But second to that complaint is the buttons are right here. So many times when I'm going to use the torque wrench, I'll get it on and I accidentally touch the buttons and it resets the whole thing. That's kind of, that has kind of sucked a little bit. You think that maybe there'd be like a cover or something, or like once you enter it, you can lock it in. I don't know. So I kept like doing that, and then I'd reset it and I'd have to take it out and reset it. So, it's nice. It's not a bad torque wrench. It's definitely got a little bit more length to it, but yeah, that was kind of frustrating. Probably shouldn't have gotten that on Amazon, and it was still $100. It wasn't cheap. Okay. And I accidentally pressed a button. Look at that. I think the next thing that I want to do is get the strut. So this does get tricky because it is really heavy and you have to lift it and try to bolt it up at the same time. So it is a little bit strenuous. Top mounting bolts torqued down to 50 Newton meters, we're going to close the trunk up and carry on. Okay, I'm going to put the steering knuckle back into the CV axle and attach the lower control arms because I just don't want everything hanging right here overnight. Let's do it. Unfortunately, when I was I don't know how to explain it, but basically I overextended my CV axle and I've got to re-engage it by the bucket, so we're on pause. It was disheartening when I realized that I had yanked that CV axle out of the hub. So basically, you know, the tripod, three bearings, they sit inside like a bucket. I yanked it out. I yanked it out because I foolhardily, before I got everything assembled, I engaged the end of the CV axle into the, what's it called, like the axle area, the steering knuckle, right? And I put that axle nut in there, which held it into place. So when I was maneuvering it and trying to like finagle everything back together, at one point in time, the steering knuckle came forward, and it wasn't like the CV axle couldn't slip out. Unfortunately, it was locked in because I put that bolt on, so it just yanked it right out of the boot. Now everybody was like, no, you can re-engage it. I could not re-engage it, okay? It was, I don't know, when you take it out, you kind of have to squeeze the bearings together, or separate them, and then they slip back into the bucket. I know that with many different CV axles, you can just kind of get that tripod in, and I tried. Trust me, it was not gonna happen. So I did have to remove the whole thing. It is what it is. You know what? It is what it is. But I bought some new clamps, and I bought the actual specific clamp wrench thingy, so it should make you know, reclamping everything together. It's just a mess, and I, you know, lost a little bit of grease in the whole process, but it is what it is. Lesson learned. So that kind of does it for this week. Next week, you know, continuing the Bentley stuff until we're taking drives to Taco Bell together. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye. You know, I'm a project collector. I've been spending so much time on the Bentley and stuff that I've ignored like basic projects like spark plugs. Like these are spark plugs I bought last year for the C4 Corvette. These are new spark plug wires that I got for the C4 Corvette. This is a really cool interior light kit that I have for the Mustang. These are new spark plugs I got for the Bentley. I also got new coil packs, so I'm gonna do that. These are new spark plugs for the Mustang that I've been meaning to do. I've got so many parts for all the different cars, but the suspension stuff has like taken me for a ride, quite literally. I'm thinking, I want to know your thoughts on this. You know, the Bentley, it's shiny black, it's beautiful, the paint's in incredible condition. I definitely want to like wax it and really bring it back to life, but I'm toying with the idea of wrapping it satin black. When I first got the Bentley, I was so dead set on it. I ordered the wrap, and it's not cheap. It's 3M wrap. It was very expensive, and I have it. It's right there. It's in the back, ready to go. And I keep playing with the idea that once this is done, I'm gonna wrap it. God, that dog scared me to death. I'm gonna wrap the car satin black. But am I making a mistake? You know, let me know. Also, let me know what kind of projects you guys would like to see, because, you know, basic maintenance or projects or whatever. I want to do the suspension on the Camaro, lots of stuff, but tell me what you guys want to see. Alright, thanks, bye. Oh, look at this t-shirt I got. Isn't it cute?